Okay, so first of all, this is not CGI. This is not a piece of artwork that was artificially created like an AI thing. This is a real photo. And if you're on YouTube, you can click the link to the blog and you can see a behind the scenes image of how I shot this. It's straight up like there's been no artificial alterations here. And I'm pretty proud of that. I think it worked out really well. Also, all credit here goes to my brothers, Phil and Tom. So, Phil and Tom, if you're listening to this or reading this on the write up, thank you so much. A little bit of backstory here to kind of expand it. So, what you're looking at is a glass orb that my brother Phil, he didn't like convince me to get, but he got one of these glass orbs. My brother Phil really likes taking photos, especially macro photos, and he got one of these glass balls. And that's literally all it is, just a ball of glass. It's about, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches in diameter. You can find them on Amazon for $5-10. And he got one of these and he's like, hey, it's really cool to take photos with this glass ball. So I thought, well, yeah, I'll get one of these glass balls too and just see what I can do. So Phil, thank you for the idea of a glass ball. And then Tom made the lighting possible. And if you go to the blog and scroll down, you'll see that behind the scenes photo. And the light pattern here is created by 5 lights that are attached to this. They're attached magnetically to a design that my brother Tom welded up for me. So that, like, credit goes to Tom. And I gave him the specs for this thing, but he created it. And that's not only he is a welder, but he is also an artist. And he can create these things with an artistic flair to him. So anyway, when I had the 2 of these, both the glass ball and this metal light holder that Tom made for me, I wanted to combine them. And normally I use the light holder for portraits. It's a great way to take portraits of people and get like a nice even lighting on someone, like a continuous lighting, almost like what you would get with a flash in a softbox, except it's continuous because of these lights that are just continually shining. But I thought, well, I wonder if there's a way to combine these, and sure enough, there was. So I went to I didn't really go anywhere. I went to the living room in our house and took this light stand and set it on a tripod, but kind of extended horizontally over this glass ball. And I got the picture you see here. This was taken from straight down. And if you look at the behind the scenes photo, you'll see that there's a hole. There's a 5-sided hole through which the camera lens can protrude. And that's what I did. I literally shoved the camera lens, or my camera lens, through the hole in the middle of this light fixture and took this photo. It was, it was just so cool to take this, to try something totally different than what I normally shoot. I shot this at f6.7, my macro lens, 105 millimeter macro lens, 1/250th of a second. ISO 400, and the exposure doesn't really matter too much. I guess the f-stop maybe, because I wasn't really sure what to do about the depth of field, and that turned out to give me a really good depth of field. I think my favorite part about this is the edges and how I compare it to the movie Interstellar, and when they're moving around when they're going past the black hole and you see like the whole galaxy or universe of light kind of gathering around the edges of that black hole. That's kind of what it looks like to me here. Just all of these, everything in the entire room, all the lights and everything else being compressed and compacted around the edge of that circle. I don't know, it's really cool. In fact, this shot, I like it so much, I actually I'm using it for my profile picture. If you go to my Flickr profile, you'll see this is my Flickr profile, and it almost looks like some sort of AI generated artwork or something, but it's not. It's totally real, totally in camera with no alterations.